in the thick of things, according to Nicole, she doesn't want to hear that Chris believes that she may have some thickness on her.
Yeah, but it's thickness in the right spots.
That's all I'm saying.
And the problem
So
is,
you clearly like to put your hand on it.
no question about it. Both hands, as a matter of fact. Both of them.
See? See, you always go too far.
Too much? Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 16, episode number 10.
And we know we're late. We were out of the country getting some sunshine. We just got back and we wanted to catch up, play catch up. We went to a beautiful spot. Here we go.
This episode with Chris and Nicole began with them going to something that I guess you would be described as a couples massage.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they were getting rubbed down and all this other good stuff. They were discussing their relationship while they were getting a massage, which I thought was strange, simply because you can add some stress in the conversation. And when you're getting massage, you really want that Zen quality to happen with the music, the smell, the oils, and
mhm.
just getting into a deeper relaxation zone.
Yeah, Nicole was saying during the course of their conversation back and forth while they were on the tables that she loves everything about being married to Chris so far, and that she understands that there's going to be times where they have stress going between them or have stress individually that the other one's being impacted by, but it's going to be something that they manage together, correct?
Yeah, but she said she likes coming home to him and being in bed with him.
Hmm.
However, I think Nicole is trying to um check in with Chris too often. She needs to just live, let stuff flow the way it flows, and if there's any upset, deal with it. You can't be asking the dude you're with every 5 minutes what are you doing good or not.
And how things are going,
Exactly,
right?
because
And
sometimes you may not be prepared for what comes out of his mouth. So if I were her, I would just live, just be you, and that should be enough.
and
You are enough,
and let it
actually.
go because someone asking someone else, i.e. your spouse, you know the frequency that she does makes it seem annoying.
Yeah, one of our subscribers said that she may have some sort of anxiety issue because while on the table, she mentioned that prior to meeting Chris, she didn't like being touched.
Right.
And now that has changed. She wants him to touch her, she wants to be near him. So settle down and go for the ride and enjoy yourself while you're at it and be your authentic self.
And that'll be enough, like you said.
Absolutely.
She also said that she thought that their lives fit well together. So far so good, and that she's looking forward to what's coming down the road in terms of
Mm.
their marriage and relationship growing.
Well, I'm not sure if that's an accurate statement simply because I feel like Nicole is holding her breath and she's not speaking her mind. And when you hold your breath and not say stuff that is important to you, then you are not living your true, authentic self. And I think Nicole stopping to ask questions of Chris how she's doing every 5 seconds. She's not on a job. She's not being supervised or evaluated. She's in a relationship. So, therefore, share yourself with the man and let the man share himself with you. And know, even though you have anxiety, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am enough. I am enough. Whether this dude is going to rock with me or not, I am enough.
Yeah, I think in some scenarios she tends to overthink
Yeah.
and or you know doubt certain things that are going on or where she actually is or whether she's doing enough or not enough or what have you.
Yeah, that that
Yeah, I just
that
think
stuff
that's
will
that's that.
make you nuts.
Yeah, that uh, mind chatter just needs to be quieted.
Yeah, Chris, I believe is manipulative in some of his ways, and here's why.
Uh-oh, here it
He
comes.
goes and gets a haircut, and he comes out and they sit on the couch and he's talking about, oh, he likes looking good for her, yada yada yada. And then she responds, hey, I like you just the way you are. We all need improvements. because she believes that he was talking about himself and how he appears to her, and she's trying to settle him, saying that, hey, you look fine to me.
Yeah, but
But instead,
he had
he
an
had another agenda.
right, he had an
He had
ulterior
another
motive.
intention.
Right, exactly.
And his intention was to let her know that, hey, I was on camera and I said you were a little thick, and you're not the kind of girl I usually date,
But think in a good way.
but you were thick in a good way.
Yeah.
That means she got some ass. That's
Yes.
my interpretation of that.
Mine too.
And you know how Nicole almost jumped on Clint
Mm,
when he said Gina was not as athletic as the girls he usually date. She was spitting fire because he said that.
mhm.
I seen Nicole was offended that he went on camera and said that, and you could see she was hurt.
Right, right. I just think that thick means different things to different people,
Absolutely.
and the thick mean, and when I say that, I'm talking about in terms of genders.
Yes.
Genders, women have a have one idea of what that means, and it's normally not I guess positive or constructive. Is that
Well,
right? Is that
it's
accurate?
based on the woman that you're dealing
The
with.
self-image of that is
Self-image.
yeah.
If you love who you are and you love yourself and you find joy with yourself when you look in that mirror,
Mm,
you having some TNA and some bounce, some bounce back there is not a problem. It belongs to you. Now, if you want to lose some or gain some, that's up to you as
sure,
well,
sure.
because you have to love the skin you're in.
Hmm.
And because Nicole wants to look like a model s version of herself, and she recognized that that's not what's happening right now. And I'm saying, girl, you gotta love yourself where you are right now. If you want to lose the weight, lose the weight. But for right now, love who you are. Then anything anyone has to say is not going to affect you. You have to love yourself. You can't judge yourself against what a stranger looks like. That's nonsense.
Yeah, the comparisons just are never designed to really, from my end, um, make it uh, more easy for you to have a positive self-image.
Right.
It just didn't.
And if you want to live a positive life, you have to live the skin, you have to love the skin you're in. So
Yeah,
practice.
be comfortable with it at least to some level or degree,
Yes.
so that like I said, when things are not good and all coming, the exterior comments are coming at you,
Right.
you're not really bothered by them.
Exactly. That confidence will come out, and the man will lean back and say, there's something a little different and special about this. And then you turn around and he sees that background. Lord have mercy, girl. You have no idea.
He might want to put his hands on it too.
No, you
Yes, that's part of what we do, you know. But
don't.
I just think that Chris was, I think
Uh-huh.
he may have taken the, the man's route to, to kind of introducing the topic. But I agree with you. He definitely had something else on his mind that he wanted to say to Nicole before she heard it from someplace else.
Right.
So he just wanted to address it, and that was, maybe not necessarily the best way to get into it, but most authentic way to get into it. But it was what he chose. So and she didn't feel like, for at least not from my vantage point, that she was overly offended by the way that he got into it, but she was a little self-conscious about what he said you know, based on that.
Listen, live long enough, and those ghosts and people saying, "What about you?" It gets exhausting.
Mm.
So you really gotta love yourself. It starts with you.
And the older you get, the less you really care about what anybody else thinks or
That's
says
all I'm
about you
saying.
anyway. I know that's the way that I feel. So, is that the
Yeah,
same for you, wifey?
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
she'll get to that point at some point in time,
Well, I
and
hope so,
they'll get to that.
because the hospitals are filled with people who want what you got going on right now.
Yeah, I think she definitely needs to embrace that, and I think Chris has uh, has to be okay with that as well.
That's all we gotta say regarding Chris and Nicole. And for you, just try to love the skin you're in. Come on, I feel happy now. You don't have to wait till you lose weight or you get the feel it now because now is all we have.
And I guess it's okay to put your hands on it depending on who you are, right?
Yeah, feel
In
joy,
a
Mitch.
relationship, yeah, yeah, and it's okay.
I mean, I won't say it, but
No, go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
you stop. You
Uh,
the 12-step program, my brother.
12 step?
Yeah.
Okay. What's step one?
Bye.